Hey guys, Sean Studios back again. It's Alex.
Justin the Orange Dream.
And it's me, Noah.
And we're here with another episode of Running the Ropes. We got quite a bit to talk about since we've been gone for God knows how long.
Far too long.
Far too long. We got a lot to talk about with WWE, including a new champion being crowned, a stable gone, wrestlers gone, and then we got TNA with their upcoming New York shows, which are gearing up to be just the belle of the ball, I think.
That's one way to put it.
That's one way to put it. Definitely the balls of something. Yeah. And then just some other news, including the G1 Climax. Slammiversary, yeah. But let's get started with WWE. The biggest thing right now, I guess, to be going, is that Daniel Bryan has been officially stripped of the WWE World Heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
That's some bullshit. It sucks, man.
Yeah.
You know, it is really sad,
Mm-hmm.
but it is what it is. You know, if he's not able to compete, you know, it's best to just, you know, give him time to rest up and hopefully be back by SummerSlam and be able to have matches that we want, you know, and just that's all there is to it.
It's really just a bad situation. I mean,
It's
I
a
don't know
buzzkill.
they tried to extend it by having him come out at Payback and have that segment where he refused to surrender it, but he wasn't able to come back in time for the next show, which I don't know if realistically he could have been expected to. So yeah.
It is. So anyway, one of the Money in the Bank matches at Money in the Bank, we really need to figure out a better name for that pay-per-view, is going to be for the WWE World Heavyweight title, which will feature Randy Orton, Cesaro, John Cena, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, which I'm really excited about because that's going to be cool seeing him in the ladder match, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, and I think that's it. I'm right, it was 7. So that's going to be a really fun match. Anyone want to take bets on any idea who you think might win it?
Ooh, I think I got 2. One would be Cesaro.
I think Cesaro might have a chance. Yeah, I think so.
And 2, Cena.
Yeah.
Cena wins.
Yeah.
Hello.
Cena wins LOL.
that fucking shot from like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, those. I don't know. Like, I would really like to see Roman Reigns win, but I don't think that was the right time.
I don't think they're gonna do that
so.
yet.
It's in the Bray Wyatt.
Soon.
Just too soon for those two guys.
Right. And I think for me, I think it's that I'm expecting Lesnar to be back by SummerSlam.
I'm expecting it too.
I think that they want to do a program with Cesaro and Lesnar, the 2 Paul Heyman guys. I think at some point is now the time. I don't know, but maybe they'll have to push those plans up.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Be very interesting. Well, also in.
Wait a second. Did you say your predictions?
I'm gonna go with Cesaro, Cena too.
I think Bray Wyatt is gonna win.
I could see that.
I could see that too.
Because it just makes sense with, especially if they're going to have Bryan come back and challenge again for the title. Challenging Wyatt makes sense to me since they've had a match previously. Also,
He kind of needs it after the feud, I think.
the feud, and I think he would be a good transitional champion at this point, and it would keep him over. And they could do some cool stuff with him while he has the belt. You know, some awesome promos.
I think it'd be cool, like if like when he comes out like with the belts, like if Luke Harper and Eric Rowan carry them for him. Like that way he's not carrying the belts, or whatever. His family members are carrying it for him almost.
I think obviously Cena has a really good chance of winning.
Oh,
I'd actually, if I were to bet on who's going to win this match, I'd go with Cena just because he's always the safest bet in any given match.
And he's the guy that can lose to anybody. So if they want to put it on Lesnar at SummerSlam, they can put him against Cena. If they want Daniel Bryan to if he's ready to go by SummerSlam, they can put him against Cena.
Right.
So
it'd probably be the safest bet.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And there also will be a second Money in the Bank there for the classic Money in the Bank contract. They've only announced one participant so far, and that is Seth Rollins. Which
is cool for him.
Seth Rollins in a ladder match equals money.
Awesome match.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think has he ever been in a ladder match before?
Sure he has.
Not in
On the
WWE.
No,
but I am sure he is.
Probably.
Yeah.
Speaking of Seth Rollins, they had a segment after Payback on Monday, months ago or
one of the Mondays.
Yeah, one of the Mondays. And the Shield's in the ring, and out come Triple H and Randy Orton after Batista quit. Bye, Batista. You know, we're not gonna miss you. Right? I mean, is anyone mourning the loss of Batista?
No.
Okay. And
I'm mourning the loss of his blue trunks. That's about it.
Yeah.
Those were entertaining
those
to me.
blue trunks, man.
Rest in peace, blue trunks.
So like this. Evolution comes out and the Shield standing strong, and then Seth Rollins grabs a chair and blasts Roman Reigns in the back. Dean Ambrose has a look like, what the fuck? And then proceeds to get his ass handed to him by Seth Rollins with a chair, which was brutal as hell. And yeah, Seth Rollins has abandoned the Shield and joined forces with Triple H, and did not see that coming.
No.
Of all the guys to turn heel, Seth Rollins was probably like the last one on the list, I think.
Well, I'd say Reigns would be less
I don't know,
at this point. Ambrose would be the obvious.
Oh, everyone thought Ambrose was going to do it, but like Seth Rollins doing, man, that was crazy. And and since then they had done a really good job of building this feud up. I mean, like Dean Ambrose cutting a promo on Seth Rollins. I don't know if you saw that a few weeks ago. Basically about like how he's just gonna basically mutilate Seth Rollins and like knock his teeth out and rip his ear off, and just it was like classic Jon Moxley promo, and I loved it. I mean, and then Roman Reigns cut a really good one on Triple H. So I'm betting on SummerSlam having like Lesnar versus whoever, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, and Triple H versus Roman Reigns.
That could happen.
That's a money card.
I could
right
definitely
there.
see that happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of disappointing to see the Shield break up, but at the same time, we got 3 talented guys who are going to be put into some pretty great feuds, and we're gonna, I think all these guys deserve their time to shine individually. So I think it'll be good for them.
Now, do you feel that this was kind of a rushed thing that Brian's gone? They don't have him. They don't have Batista to keep Evolution together, so they didn't plan ahead, so they had to take.
I feel some of that through that because I feel like now they're pushing Reigns really hard now and just singling him out a lot more, and I feel like that's to have another big face on the scene, It did feel a little bit rushed, especially after they just teased it and then decided to stay together,
My thing is like with Roman Reigns is that like Dean Ambrose is the one that's focusing on Seth Rollins, but why isn't Roman Reigns angry about that at all? Like why isn't he going? Like, they didn't really, like, what's his direction right now? Like, is he just going after the belt because, that's way to stick it to Triple H or what, That's my thing, like, with him, is, like, he should be wanting some payback for the Shield thing, too.
Yeah.
So, and I think it was very interesting that they split the Shield up, and I think they had a great run. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to look back at the Shield and say they were a failure, or that it was a disappointing end to it or whatever, because it was a memorable one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did have a great run.
I mean, I'd venture to say that was probably one of the best stables in WWE history.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say top 3.
I'd probably say so.
And the matches were always enjoyable.
Man, the only thing I'm gonna miss about them is like not having that 20 Shield matches on my top 100 matches or whatever again this year.
Having constant great trios matches all the time.
But hopefully these guys can deliver as singles guys. So.
Well, we know they have the ability to. It's just a question of if they're pushed correctly and built up properly.
But again, I'm excited about Dean Ambrose, Tyler Black, or Seth Rollins too, because I saw some of their FCW matches and they were incredible. So
these guys got chemistry. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So it's gonna be interesting with like the dynamics switch around the heel face dynamics. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be exciting. There is some other news coming out of WWE, which is multiple talent got released on. Last week, I believe. So some of the names include Yoshitatsu, not really going to be missed that much.
There's the
where's the spoken right there?
Should have waited for McIntyre.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre.
The thought of him coming up.
Yeah,
Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal, 3MB, no more.
Yeah.
So if Heath Slater gets released next, those 3 are going to be at King of Triggers, right?
Yeah. Hopefully.
I actually be pretty happy about that. That'd be pretty cool. Brodus Clay, no longer the main event player. Just God, what a fucking waste that guy was.
Hawkins?
Kurt Hawkins, yeah, who's probably more or less going to be like working the indies like with Trent Beretta, which I'm cool with. I know he already got booked for Beyond Wrestling, I know. So. JTG, the streak is over, yeah. 7 fucking years he was employed.
It was funny because when they initially came out with the list, he wasn't on it, like the initial list, so it was like, how did JTG survive again?
Yeah, and then...
Does he have like some blackmail on Triple H?
The best thing is though, JTG after getting released put out a tweet like, I should have picked up my phone.
That's funny.
So, he has a sense of humor about it.
So it's the end of an era, really.
Yeah, and
the JTG
the streak is over.
It's come to an end.
What a shame.
Evan
All things
Bourne.
must
Where to
pass.
go from here?
Yeah.
I don't know. Call Shad to see if we can get Crime Time back together.
Yeah.
Evan Bourne got released too. I was kind of disappointed about that because I always liked Bourne, but
I feel like they have so many guys now that can do the same.
yeah, and it's like hey,
And he was hurt. What are they supposed to do when he just can't get better?
So, yeah.
Like,
But he's already been booked on the Indies, so that's cool because I like him and he can probably still make some money. He can probably still draw some money. So
yeah.
Oksana, no one's gonna fucking miss her.
No.
No.
Teddy Long, no more tag teams matches, player.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna go to set up tag matches?
I don't know.
The tag team match.
Apparently, like he'd been like wanting to be
it's gonna
gone
go
for a
down.
while, whatever. So it's more like him. And am I missing anyone? I feel like I'm missing something.
New black ref.
Yeah, new black ref. Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
Oh,
we got a tornado. Not warning, but
Yeah.
okay. Well, we'll pause here for a second. All right, we're back. Sorry about that interruption. Scott Steiner arrived, and we had to go take care of him. So we were talking about new black
We had
ref
to
being
run
fired.
for our lives.
yeah, right. Big cover.
We had to drop the camera because you don't want to put Scott Steiner on camera, man.
No.
Yeah.
He drank all of the alcoholic beverages in
And
the
ran off.
apartment.
Had some chicken.
Stole their girlfriends. It was bad news.
Yeah, I was ranting about Frankensteiners.
And fat asses.
Yep.
Anyway, back to new black ref getting fired.
Yeah, new
Tragedy.
You know,
Like, who's going to referee the Divas matches now?
Really, like
Asian ref?
Asian ref has been
they
doing
go
it.
through black refs like they go through tissues.
It's
There's no
unfortunate.
job
It is
security.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing someone.
I
I think we're that thing would be it. And if we are, they're probably not important enough to remember. So, but
we said McIntyre. Yeah.
yep. Yeah, no one really gone. I'm really disappointed about seeing leave. As much as I like Evan Bourne, it's like hey, you were gone for fucking ever. And like obviously, you fucked up enough times to not warrant them bringing it back. So onwards and upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you gotta make room for those NXT guys because those guys are kicking ass. So
Mhm.
Right. I mean, like I said, Pac can do this.
Yep.
Can do the stuff he did.
Sami Zayn.
Zayn, you're getting dead.
Then you got
You're getting.
Samurai Del Sol.
Oh, dude.
Kalisto.
Kalisto, yeah.
Yeah. Lots of great high flyers, especially once Devitt comes in and they're gonna have more amazing high flyers and they know what to do with.
Yeah, I know, it's gonna be good. All right, well, let's switch over to TNA. They had their 12th anniversary show with Slammiversary? Was it 12
I
years?
believe so. Yeah.
12 years and only maybe 3 or 4 good ones.
Yeah.
Commence the stretching.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, I'll say it right now. Slammiversary was a very average pay-per-view. It was not a bad pay-per-view. It was not a great pay-per-view. It was just
it worth $35 or $39? No.
no,
No.
No.
Yeah.
But as a wrestling show,
pretty
it
enjoyable.
was all right.
Yeah.
Only I think like 2 matches had stupid booking.
Really stupid.
Really stupid booking.
Yeah.
Well, let's start
We
things
gotta
off.
have at least a couple.
Yeah, so this is a review of it.
This is not the main events anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, the main event part was like one of the best matches on the show.
I thought it was the best match on the show.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, we started things off with the X Division ladder match, which was Sonata defending against Crazy Steve, who was for some fucking reason over in this crowd. Fucking Dallas.
Yeah.
Eddie Edwards, David Richards, Tigre Uno, and Manic. This was a very fun match. I mean, it was a typical ladder match. It was spots.
Sonata.
I said Sonata.
Did you?
I said him first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fucking amateurs. They had some cool spots. Davey and Eddie were probably the stars of this match. They brought their A game,
Yeah.
Um,
I think that this was just fast-paced, fun way to open up the show,
Yeah.
get people hot.
yeah, Sonata did not do a lot in this match, I thought.
No.
I don't think he really wants to take those kind of bumps.
No, I don't think he's comfortable in that kind of match.
It's like, no, I don't need to do this shit. I'm over in Japan.
Speaking of taking bumps, though, David Richards took
Good lord.
Nasty.
powerbomb
Nastiest
onto the ladder.
Jesus.
Ladder spray. If you just try and watch it somewhere, I can't even give it justice describing it. It was just
That
one of
was
the
just
nastiest
hung up,
spots
yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
in a while.
But Sonata won in a pretty fun opener,
Yeah, it
Did-
was-
did its
yeah.
job.
It was about what you would hope for out of this match.
And then we had MVP come out and remind everyone about the new stipulation because he was originally supposed to take on Eric Young, but because of he is like blown meniscus or whatever, or torn meniscus,
Yeah.
he was out of the match. So it was gonna be a triple threat match. First up was Bobby Lashley taking on Samoa Joe. This is exactly what I expect from these guys. Just two tanks going at it, and
Lashley just doesn't do anything.
No, I didn't like this match. I thought Lashley was on offense way too fucking much, and he didn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to wrestle like a heel style where he's in control.
no, he doesn't.
Control
Punches
match.
a lot.
Lots
Kicks.
of punching, kicks, nerve holds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's a,
Boring submissions.
and we were saying like this is a guy that just came from MMA.
Right, he could do all
You can't
kinds
do
of holds.
one hold that's
Right.
like legit.
Yeah.
And then, like, Samoa Joe made a small comeback towards the end, but then he lost. So Joe looked like super weak in this match.
Yeah.
I just didn't like this at
Very
all.
disappointing match, I thought.
Yeah. Finish was stupid.
Well, they're going to do ratings. We're doing that now. Okay.
Nah.
What do we have next? Fuck.
Something really important, I guess.
Yeah, it was really.
I can look it up.
Probably a segment.
Yeah, yeah, lots of segments. Yeah, we had to have the segment with Dixie Carter and
Hold on.
Rockstar Spuddy would look like a fucking Joker. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're bad at this.
Just say something. Talk about something else for a second.
Well, we can talk about the fact that, like, they...
Magnus versus Willow.
Oh, yeah, well, this is why we forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very forgettable.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. This was a match. It was like...
It was a
It was a
match.
TV match.
There was some.
Bells.
There was a bell before and a bell after. Pointless. Willow is the stupidest gimmick of the year.
Yeah, see, what I hated about this was I feel like this would actually probably be a pretty decent match had Jeff Hardy just been wrestling as himself. But this Willow gimmick just...
Stupid.
I just can't see the point of this. It's dragging down every single one of his matches, ruining... Because, a lot of times I look forward to Jeff Hardy matches on TNA because he usually delivers exciting... Usually one of the better matches on any given show.
Or at least a couple good bumps.
Yeah.
Right, and he's not doing that anymore. Everything's cartoonish. The matches don't have any story to them whatsoever.
No.
So, I don't know, this Willow thing.
What do we have next?
Next we had Aries against Kenny King.
Awesome match. I was really happy to see this happen because these guys had were teaming together in ROH, and we're supposed to have a feud in ROH. It never happened. They had a really good match, and then Kenny King got fucking killed by a brainbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty.
He
Nasty
got
finish.
fucking murdered.
I thought this
perfect.
was good.
Yeah,
This was a
this
good,
was very fun.
satisfying match.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they could do better if they had more time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, nasty finish, and I think the right guy went over.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
me
it
too.
was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it made King look good in singles action.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
yeah, this worked a lot better than the Lashley match. That's for
I
sure.
think after this we had the Hall of Fame thing with Kurt Angle coming out.
Yeah.
He came out and introduced the new inductees, which is Team 3D, which is like, okay, we can agree with that. That's a good pick for the
Yeah,
TNA Hall of
that's
Fame.
Doesn't blow anyone away, but
Once again, though, it's a person that is not going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame anytime soon. So TNA has to get them first.
Mhm.
It's not TNA guys like for instance, if you were going to induct a team like one of the most dominant teams in TNA history, wouldn't it make more sense for it to be maybe America's Most Wanted? Like the original team that was like your biggest fucking draw.
Yeah.
America's Most Wanted. You got Triple X. You got.
Triple H.
I mean.
Nothing against Team 3D. They are a great team and they do deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but they're going to get in the WWE Hall of Fame one day.
Mhm.
But that's. I mean.
They
That's
did a lot more.
It's just classic teenagers trying to get one over
But
on.
now TNA's done something with getting rid of these guys that they can't really put those guys in
I know,
Hall of Fame.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
now they're
there-
stuck with these.
There's a fun thing like where we it was like a little game we played at the beginning when they had the cool video package where it's like, oh hey, pick up the guys who are no longer in TNA in this video package. Like, oh well, there's
Daniel
Jarrett,
Worthy.
there's R-Truth, there's AJ Styles, there's Daniels. It's like
There's Hulk Hogan.
half the guys in the video package for the 12th anniversary are
Saban.
no longer in the company.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Saban, Machine Gun.
you fucked yourself over so much, TNA.
Yeah.
You kind of killed your own history.
Yeah.
So
But anyway.
And they haven't treated the guys who have stuck around very well.
no, of course
So,
not.
What was
that's
after
part of
this?
What do we
The
have?
Devon Eric match.
Oh,
Von
yeah.
Erich versus the Bromans.
Yeah, for two guys who've never wrestled before, the Von Erichs, whatever, they did all right. They're obviously
They've
great.
never wrestled before.
Apparently that was their first match ever.
Really?
Yeah,
That's why when I found that out, I was like,
that's pretty good. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're obviously green and
That's
need more
crazy.
work,
The
but like
first match ever on
Yeah,
a paper.
right.
it was pretty good for a first match ever.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, for first match ever, that was a dang good match.
Yeah, it was.
You
Meaning
could
it was
tell.
alright.
You could tell that they were green.
Which one was the really tall? Was that Marshall or
The one that didn't wear any shoes for some reason? He
needed some
He
work.
needs a lot of work. But
The other guy looks better.
yeah.
Looks like he has the basics down.
Yeah.
Has some good athleticism.
Yeah.
But I think this was fine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
crowd popped big when who's the Von Erich?
Kevin.
Kevin, yeah.
did the
That was-
claw.
That was a cool moment in wrestling history that happened that you might
Yeah.
remember. Or like if you're watching the WCCW documentary, you're like, remember that when he was on TNA?
yeah.
Like that's just a cool
Yeah.
moment, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. So this is perfectly serviceable. So it was fun, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. All right.
I think next we had I think the knockouts was next, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Angelina Love against Gail Kim. I think against Gail Kim.
Here comes the bullshit. Let's play it this way. Perfectly fine match going along just fine because these two can work pretty well. Gail Kim can have a good match with almost any woman, I think. And then they had the stupid fucking ref shit where like the referee, I guess, is infatuated with the beautiful people, so he's trying to screw over Angelina Love. And then Earl fucking Hebner, the fucking hero, comes out, throws this guy out of the ring, or throw to the back, kicks the referee out, and the referee the match, takes a ref bump. Gail Kim has the pin.
A pathetic.
That bump.
Yeah, that bump was pathetic.
Yeah, it was like this, like, you know, just tap me. Ugh.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
He flopped. He's like a fucking soccer
It
player.
was just terrible.
So yeah, and then the referee, you know, Gail Kim has the pin. No referee. The referee's like, check out Earl Hebner, just so fucking cool.
And while he sees what's going on,
Yeah.
then immediately after she lets go of the pin, then I don't remember.
Angelina Love like rolls her up,
and then he can immediately come in and pin.
so fucking
Why is
cool.
the whole thing? And if, you know, I don't watch the TV show, so
Yeah.
I didn't know about this whole infatuation thing.
No,
so
I didn't know about it.
when I'm looking at it, I'm thinking,
And the
he
announcers
is
didn't mention
staring.
it.
No,
Nobody's-
they did.
They did?
They did. You know,
Huh.
it was just you couldn't hear over the sound of our laughter.
No.
Probably. And the fact that I was screaming like that, he was staring directly at this.
Yeah.
And was just standing outside the ring, not doing anything.
Stupid.
This was terrible.
Terrible.
Mhm.
Speaking of terrible, we had a Texas death match between Bully Ray and Ethan Carter III. I was actually really looking forward to this match. I thought it could be good. First of all, it was not a Texas death match. It was a last man standing match. Okay. Noah, for the ignorant wrestling people that don't know what a Texas death match is, what is a Texas death match?
Texas death match is when you pin your opponent and then proceed to get a 10 count after.
Okay. What is it? What happens? What is a match called where someone lays there for 10 seconds and then you win?
I believe that's a last man standing.
This was a last man standing match. This was not a Texas death match.
Well, it was in Texas, so they had to call it that
Texas
because...
last man standing match.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was like every other Bully Ray hardcore match. You know, he did his spots. Ethan Carter got a few decent spots in, and, you know, looked all right. And then the shenanigans began. First, the funniest thing was Rockstar Spud coming out and attacking with the kendo stick and then getting like fucking bull ridden by that thing. That was funny because he got some
He
hype.
got his head crushed too.
That too. Yeah.
Nasty
Whash.
shot.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the finish comes where Bully Ray's going to try to put Dixie Carter through a table, which would be the fucking greatest spot ever. And Ethan comes out behind him, whacks him with a candlestick. He slowly starts wobbling. Rockstar Spud pulls Dixie off the table, and then he falls to the table to the outside. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Like
6,
off
7,
the
8, 9, 10.
apron.
Yeah, off the
Outside.
apron.
Just tips.
That's the finish.
Nice soft landing.
Yeah.
He's out. That was absolutely horrible, ridiculous finish. Especially since right before they did something right before that. You know what did they do right before the ending? That was just he just got it from that, but then he.
I don't fucking.
I don't remember, but
it's just
yeah.
the stupidest fucking finish. You know, and listen, I think Ethan Carter III as a character could really work. I think I think the guy has some potential. It's probably one of the most creative things that TNA's done, and it's actually a good character. You know, you could make this thing work. You have not given this guy one fucking chance to succeed by booking him in these shittily booked matches that don't make him look good, that make him look like a pussy.
Mhm.
It's just you have fucked this guy's character in the ring since day one.
We haven't had an opportunity to see how it
How
it
good
can
he
do
is,
an actual a regular one-on-one match. We haven't really seen that.
No.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like they're afraid to show him just wrestle.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. And it's hard to get behind him or want to see his matches because even for all I know, he could be really good. But I don't care to see a match that's going to
from his indie stuff, he's actually pretty good. It's just
and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to see his matches because I know
gonna be some fuck
Dixie's gonna be involved.
yeah, and I don't care to see that.
This was fucking terrible. And then speaking of fucking terrible, we had James Storm versus Mr. Anderson for no other fucking reason than the fact
This was a weird match.
they had the Dallas Cowboys or some of the
Oh my god.
the
I had not heard of any.
the second shift
I heard of it.
Dallas Cowboys.
The scout team.
Yeah, scout team.
Cowboys.
Yeah. So yeah, James Storm got in their face. They run up, and then Anderson pins James Storm, and the TNA gets their ESPN spot for the night.
Did they get on ESPN?
Probably not.
I think they got like a brief mention or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea. Who the fuck cares?
That was awful.
Stupid.
And this match was insanely short. Nothing happened, and then it was just over.
It was a
like
stupid fucking
horrible match.
Like we were actually confused. Like okay, like from the video pack, like okay, who's the face and who's the heel in this segment?
I never figured it out.
Yeah, because like
I guess Storm was supposed to be heel because he hated the Cowboys.
I guess,
He's a Tennessee Titans
like
fan.
it's like they show the video package.
Asshole.
Yeah.
They show the video package and like you see like Anderson beating up James Storm when he's drunk, and then you have Anderson coming out on TNA Impact dressed like a cowboy. It's like, you're in fucking Texas. There are cowboys there. What the fuck are you thinking?
And I always find it funny that he was like dissing the Cowboys in favor of the Titans.
No one likes the
Titans
fucking
are
Titans.
Terrible. Like,
No one likes.
Yeah.
Even the people on the Titans team don't like the Titans.
yeah.
All right, and then we had the main event, steel cage match with Eric Young defending the TNA World Title against Bobby Lashley and Austin Aries. Ended up being a very fun match, mainly because Aries was so over the crowd, and Lashley played his role very well as being a monster, and it was a very fun match. It was very enjoyable. Everyone played their roles very well.
Yeah,
I thought this was as good as you were gonna get.
Absolutely.
I thought so
Out of
too.
this match.
Yeah.
Way better than I expected.
Yeah.
Also saw Aries very closely. I thought for sure at one point was going to win the belt.
Yeah.
When he did Eric did the elbow off the top of the cage, which was really cool, and then he does the kick to the head. The perimeter's that's it. That's 1, 2, 3. And that was really
good
cool.
false finish.
Lashley doing the spear through the cage was really cool, and then the back and forth between Eric Young and Aries was really nice.
The finish was cool.
I really enjoyed. That was a really cool way to set that
I
finish.
enjoyed the finish.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
So this was probably the match of the night actually.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you can make an argument for
The ladder match
the
probably
opener, but yeah.
But yeah, pretty enjoyable show. Average, it was.
The main event went along. I was thinking the show was on the south side of decent until the main event, and then the main event saved it a lot.
So okay, so after a decent show on Sunday, on Thursday Night Impact, what do you think they did? First thing.
They probably did what made sense, and just didn't put the title on Bobby Lashley, right?
You'd be wrong. That's exactly what they did.
Damn it.
They put the fucking belt on Bobby Lashley. Okay, let me say right now. Okay, this is actually the very first TNA champion. They've had the NWA title, but that doesn't count. This is the TNA first TNA champion that's black. Instead of having it be a guy like, I don't know, D'Angelo De Niro was really good. Monty Brown.
That's completely irrelevant.
I know, exactly.
The fact that Lashley is
but I saw some people
such a washout of WWE. He
washed out WWE guy, washed out MMA guy.
But he has no name value anymore.
No.
He's a guy that can't really wrestle.
He
can't fucking talk.
He hadn't been in wrestling in how many years? Like 5 years, 4 years, 5 years?
And worst yet, and the funniest part of this all is that they gave him the belt going into New York.
Oh my God.
Because they're going to go into the Hammerstein
Manhattan Center.
Well, the Manhattan Center, downstairs. Yeah. And they're going to have Lashley as the champion.
Yeah.
In the middle of Manhattan.
Are you fucking kidding me? Did you never watch WWE ECW? Remember what happened when Lashley was in WWE ECW? He got booed at the fucking building. And you're going to have him go back there as the TNA champion. You're going to hear fucking boos and crickets.
And
Actually, probably more crickets, probably. They're not give a shit during these matches. They're going to boo and then it's like, oh, we're not going to give a shit.
I think the whole thing is just such a huge slap in the face of, many guys, but I think in particular Samoa Joe.
Aries.
Joe, because as a guy who should have won the belt from Magnus, didn't get to win it. Eric Young, for some reason, was chosen as champion. And then on this show, Joe not only doesn't get into the title match, Lashley beats him. The point is that Joe's been a guy busting his ass for so long, and then they bring in Lashley out of nowhere and he gets to come
because he
right
has
in and win the
name
title. He gets to come
value.
right in and win the title. That's so symptomatic of TNA
Yep.
throughout their history. Is they choose these people who they perceive have name value over guys who are actually loyal and working hard for the company. They've consistently shown that's their MO, and that's just not the right way to do things.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Well, okay, let me ask you something, Justin.
Yeah.
You're in charge of TNA booking.
Mm-hmm.
You got these big New York shows. You've been hyping.
I love that.
You've been hyping.
TNA.
Yeah, you dream job for you. You've been hyping up these New York shows. You're gonna go to New York. You're gonna go to Manhattan Center. You're gonna host some TNA Impact. It's gonna be taped in front of a live crowd, and you need a big main event for one of those shows. So let's see here. You got all these guys in TNA. You got guys like Austin Aries. You got guys like Samoa Joe. All these guys. You got the American Wolves, man. Who are you gonna put up against your new champion, Bobby Lashley, to take on in Manhattan Center? Who are you gonna pick?
I actually don't even know who they did pick, actually.
So who would you pick?
Who would you pick?
I would go. Well, I would pick Aries, but
That's clever. Noah, you're in charge of TNA now. Who are you picking?
You know what? I am actually going to go with one of the pioneers of the ladder match, Jeff Hardy.
I like that better. That's pretty good with that one. That's what TNA did. They booked Bobby Lashley versus Jeff Hardy. Not Willow. No, he dropped that gimmick apparently, like because Kurt Angle asked him to.
That's all it took?
No, like because the TNA, yeah, Kurt Angle is now in charge of TNA because MVP got fired from the thing because the board of directors decided. Yeah, I know, right? So they have a show open where he's like, a battle royal will take place tonight where the winner will take on Bobby Lashley at the New York shows, and Kurt Angle basically like, Willow, we don't need Willow tonight, we need Jeff Hardy, and that's like, oh, okay, I'll be Jeff Hardy tonight.
That's it.
I swear to God, I am not making that up.
So if someone would have just asked him politely sooner,
Yeah,
this would have all been...
avoided. Yeah.
like as soon as he pitched the idea, it's like, Jeff, please don't do this. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I gotta say right now, I am so fucking excited for those,
I just hope
those
that-
New York shows.
I implore people in the New York area to buy tickets to the show.
No, it's better though. TNA has spoiled that this match is gonna take place just to bump up ticket prices or to bump up ticket sales. They spoiled who's gonna win a battle royal on TNA Impact if it's be aired later on, just so they can sell tickets.
Well, they
When
might
is
have.
the show?
The show's next week,
Okay.
but it's not gonna air until mid-July.
Oh,
Well, they needed to sell the tickets.
I know.
you're right.
It's like
yeah,
They're not sold out yet?
no.
they might not
Yikes.
sell out.
Yeah. This is just, it's too fucking funny. I mean, this company is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke.
And I mean, it's just so they keep doing. We say this all the time, but it's just they've been doing the
it's
same
fucking-
things over and over, and they just never learn.
It's like fucking Groundhog's Day. We constantly say time and time again, TNA's fucked up because they did something stupid.
Because the fans show that they like these newer guys at the main event level. In that match on Slammiversary, they clearly liked Aries. They, to a lesser extent, they liked Young, but they get more excited for these up and comers to be elevated, and it just doesn't happen. They don't care about Bobby Lashley.
Nope.
They probably cared about Jeff Hardy until he did the whole Willow thing. Now he's Jeff Hardy again. They're not gonna. I just don't see how this match is gonna be anything.
It's not.
So
Okay. So,
these shows should be pretty funny for the run.
Oh, it is gonna be.
I expect some epic
I think
failures.
Trademark-
I cannot wait.
I think Trademark's going to win, I think.
Oh really?
I think
This-
so.
I mean, set your DVRs because this is
Yeah.
going to be.
Oh, this is going to be legendary.
Train wreck,
This is
yeah.
going to be an amazing point
you
in
love-
wrestling history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you love Schadenfreude, this is a good.
Alright.
You know what
Let's,
this means.
let's switch over to, well, the only one thing to talk about from ROH right now is that Bad Influence is officially in ROH right now.
Yeah.
Not the name, but the talent is there.
That's
'Cause
all we
who
need.
needs the
baby.
gimmick, right?
Right.
It's just a name. So yeah, that's awesome. Would love to see like them versus. Well, they're gonna see them versus Red Dragon, which probably already aired
Bucks.
because Bucks.
Mhm.
Would love to see them take out the Briscoe brothers.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
lots of great tag
yeah.
matches.
So we're excited
on the
about that.
horizon, and great singles matches because Daniels
Dude,
is
Daniels.
has been consistently one of the
Yeah.
best workers for many, many years.
I'd like to see him in the title picture.
Me too. I'd love
Yeah.
to see him versus like Elgin or Cole or whoever.
Yeah.
So
And this brings, I don't know, their tag team division was kind of down for a while.
It's-
This brings a star tag team. That
I
they
agree.
need.
It's just like an extra boost.
Mhm.
You know, especially if they keep bringing the Bucks in, which they're planning to do. That's
Yeah.
really great.
They've gone from having a
Dude, think-
spotty tag division to having a
Dude,
strong one.
here's something to wrap your head around. They now have AJ Styles, Daniels, and Kazarian.
Yeah, they do.
That's pretty crazy to think about right there.
Uh-huh.
They basically have 3 of the guys who were like the prominent figures in TNA like 2 years ago.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We gotta talk about some PWG, which is the big news. Is they're gonna have a 3-night tournament for BOLA this year, and 24 competitors.
That's awesome.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of fucking wrestling right there.
That's what I'm
There's
talking
gonna be a lot of talent.
That's a.
PWG brings in the absolute
Dude.
best of the best indie
They've
talent.
only announced as of taping this. They've only announced 2 guys for the tournament that are Evan Bourne, that's pretty awesome to see Evan Bourne back in PWG, and Drew Gulak, which I'm so fucking excited about. 'cause
The
I
great
love
thing
Drew
about
Gulak.
PWG is they're the one company who can seem to get guys from wherever on the indie scene.
I agree.
So they can bring in the best of the best on the American indie scene and have some just absolute dream matches.
Who are some guys you'd like to see come in? Me personally, Wuhan Nation, Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing them bring back Christopher Daniels for a show for that, for BOLA.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Well, so, they already brought Cedric Alexander in. Who are some other guys you like?
I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised. Well, I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah.
I would like to
It's
see.
like they really
Yeah.
bring in everybody.
I'd like to
Yeah.
see Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. Those are 2 guys I really, really like. So I've been kind of, I've been voicing my opinion like for months and months about these guys getting booked other
Do
places.
you think they'll bring in any international talent?
I don't know about that. They haven't done that in a while.
done that.
Like they did that back in 2008, I think, for BOLA,
Yeah.
and they haven't really done that since.
Mhm.
So I don't know about that. If they did, there's the one guy I picked for bring in for BOLA. Well, actually, they're probably not gonna do it because that's like around the time that G1's going on. For Kenny Omega would be a great one to bring in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Would,
That
yeah.
would be.
I don't know, but has anyone else like from New Japan or any other Japanese company really worked in PWG in a while?
I don't think recently, no.
Not really.
No.
But they could bring in, I mean, like ROH guys. They could bring in some Chikara guys that
Yeah.
we don't normally see.
Silver and Mr. Touchdown would be the ones I picked.
Yeah, I mean, bring in a Chikara guy. Maybe Jay Lethal. They bring in
Yeah.
Jay Lethal, or
He's
worked there before.
Jimmy Jacobs.
Yeah, Jimmy J.
I'd like to see Jimmy there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of guys they can bring in.
Mhm.
So, but we'll be keeping up on that really and keeping an eye on that, and I'm excited for some things.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, it's New Japan time, and well, there's 2 things to talk about. One is the best of the Super Juniors tournament that took place. The final 4 ended up being Kushida, Ricochet. Who was it? Ryusuke
Taguchi.
and Alex Shelley.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, Alex Shelley suffered a shoulder injury, so had to pull out and was replaced by Taichi.
Mhm.
And so the finals of the tournament ended up being Ricochet versus Kushida, which was an amazing match that me and Noah actually watched. Very,
I
very
have
good.
not seen that actually.
It was damn good.
Wow.
Really, really
What a
good.
match.
Kushida really impressed me, and like he showed that he's
Mhm.
a top guy really soon. So hey, Ricochet ended up winning that, and big congratulations to him. I mean, he deserves
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it does.
Guy's been having a hell of a
Yeah.
year.
So at the last New Japan pay-per-view was him versus Kota Ibushi, which I heard from all reports was an incredible match. So not
I
surprised.
don't doubt it.
No, not
And
at all.
I guess Ricochet's kind of being brought into New Japan now, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
And hey, there's no one in the world that deserves that chance more. I mean, he's a great wrestler.
You know,
He's
New
very
Japan
polished.
hasn't, been as high quality as they had been. They've still got the best of the best in many areas.
I agree.
They got the best overall wrestlers. They got the best high flyers. They've got
Probably the only thing they don't have the best in is probably like the tag team division.
probably, but they still have a good.
They still have a good tag team
Tag
division,
team,
absolutely, yeah. But also the thing is that the G1 Climax tournament is about to begin.
Cannot wait for this.
Oh my God, man, we got some matches booked. Okay,
When does it start? Do you know?
I think July 21st.
Ooh.
They actually they've spread out longer, so there's more rest days for guys to rest up, which is
It's like the World Cup of wrestling.
Oh, I know, man.
Last year was just the most
Insane.
amazing tournament. If they can even come close to that, this should.
They have potential because I know for the first night one of the matches is Nakamura taking on Shibata.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
That should be amazing.
Yeah, and I know like Tanahashi, Shibata, and Nakamura are all in the same bracket, along with Ishii.
So you get Shibata and Tanahashi.
Yep.
Awesome.
I don't know, like Kota Ibushi's in it this year. I think he's in Block A with Nakamura and Tanahashi and Shibata. So that's so like seeing him take on all those guys would be great. We're gonna see AJ versus Carl Anderson in Block B. AJ versus Okada in Block B. So there's a lot of really great matches that are going to be taking place, and this is all going to be building up to the finals, which I'm kind of leaning to the idea that I would like to see Nakamura versus Okada in the finals this year.
I want to see, I don't know if this is going to happen, this is probably wishful thinking, I want to see him push Ishii, because he deserves it.
I would like to see
He's been tearing shit up, and I think they do reward guys for just tearing the house down.
Yeah, I agree. I would love to see that too well, and like
especially since he's over with crowds so much now too.
Especially in Osaka, I mean he's king there.
Yeah, so and he's gonna have a lot of great matches regardless.
Oh, absolutely, man.
He's gonna fuck people up.
Yeah, that's what he does, man.
Yeah.
But also speaking of the G1, on the very last day of the G1 on the finals, they will be bringing in 5 ROH talent: Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Michael Bennett, and Maria Kanellis. For the show. Cannolis, whatever. Cannolis, whatever. So that's really cool to see some ROH guys go over there and get some work, especially Kyle and Bobby. I mean, 2 guys that are very, very much.
Elgin?
Elgin's not going.
Oh.
No, too bad.
He's not been approved yet.
Damn.
I know, man. That's rough. But you know, we were talking about that, and like, you know, hey, great for Michael Bennett because maybe he can improve finally. You know.
Yeah, I think that'll be good for him. And I think it's good for ROH in general to continue the relationship with New Japan.
Yeah, right.
Well, speaking of relationship with New Japan, guess who else has a relationship with New Japan starting up soon? Jeff Jarrett's new promotion.
And so it'll take some time, but before we find out, are they going to drop ROH and just go with G?
I think
or are they going to work?
I think they're gonna
all
work.
parties.
I think they're gonna just work with everyone who like, it's like, hey, you know, like we're open for working with whoever, you know, it's like, you know. But I think it's gonna be like, I think they kind of want to do what they did. They used.
I just don't think that they're going to let ROH guys be a GFW guys on their show, or like, I don't know, it might affect the booking.
Could be,
The
but
guy, an ROH guy goes to Japan and beats someone on the New Japan roster. That guy turns around and beats a guy on the Global Force roster. That might not work out.
I don't know.
Well, it really depends on who Global Force gets.
Yeah.
And
True.
And maybe, in my opinion, ROH starting off has a lot more power than GFW.
I think so.
I hope so.
Because they had those.
But again, we don't know how much money is behind
Right.
Jarrett.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
But I wonder if maybe like they're hoping that like they can have like Wrestle Kingdom has become like what they used to be, like where they have like multiple companies having representation there.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be. I would love to see some ROH guys on Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, if it works out, I mean, if these guys can work together,
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes for more matches.
Hey,
better
you know,
variety.
TNA and ROH used to work together, so maybe Jarrett's gonna try to get maybe like say like, hey, listen, you know, I'm willing to share talent with you guys if you're willing to share talent with me.
I think it would be smart for him.
I think it would be best for
Yeah.
business.
Mhm.
So, and that's and like as well. I don't think is Jarrett's company gonna have television.
They might get it. They might be. They've been pushing for it. So.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then that probably wouldn't work out then. But you know, we'll see. Wait, see. All right, but thank you for joining us, guys. Take care. Bye.